Alright guys, so this is the Raspberry Pi that Brian gave me, and I think it came in a case. I found this company online on Amazon. There's another company that makes a case real similar, but the feet don't go around the bottom. So I'm just guessing Brian took the top off of it to plug the display in, because normally it would be a fan there instead. And I don't know what those 4 pins are for there. So interesting. Anyway, I ordered a case for it that comes with a power supply because I don't have the proper power supply. I keep getting a warning on it when I'm using it. Of course, I'm using it with a 1.5. This case would fit it, but like I really don't think I want to use something like this unless I was going to have like another one like floating around for a print server. Maybe. I'm also not sure that this is actually even big enough for the fan to clear. But I printed this a while ago. And one of the things for sure that I don't like about any of these kind of things is the lack of heat sink, lack of ventilation. So yeah, I would have used this with the Pi, or the Pi, the ham clock, and it's already got it on it, so it works okay with the monitor that I'm using. So all these do run kind of hot, which I prefer to have a fan on them. So if you don't need a display, then it's great. I'm kind of surprised at how much power these draw without even putting a display on it. I mean, I haven't like physically checked it, but so there's like 2.5 and 3 amp power supplies that they seem to like to sell these with, and so I wouldn't want to use the 2.5 just because I think maybe I think they're pretty power hungry. So it is a lot at 5 volts. So it's kind of a high draw. I don't really see it as being like super efficient for portable. But one thing that would be cool about having this though would be to put a screen on it and put it in a nice case and have it strapped to a radio where you could do digital in the field with it. And that's what I might use this one for, because I ordered a Pi Zero 2W, and I guess I might even use that for that too. So I ended up having to order a bunch of crap I didn't really want to order, and so we looked at like a $21 Pi Zero 2W. Doesn't come with header pins, doesn't come with anything. So next thing you know, I've got to order this, I've got to order that, and now our $23 Pi Zero, now we're $50 on Amazon. So I've got a case coming with this, comes with a power supply. I've got a case coming for the Pi Zero 2W. I've got a Pi Zero 2W coming, and I think that's it. But it was literally about 50 bucks. And I could not find a better deal buying it in kit form that I noticed. Maybe I think they were about $39, and I spent about $9 and $23, so $32. We'll have to see, but the one I'll show you, it comes with a bunch of adapters. All right, so you see a lot of kit form of the Pi 5s and stuff like that, and you can get a better deal on certain things. So your usual Pi 3B comes like this for $44. From what I understand, they used to be a lot cheaper. They're claiming to be on sale from $69. You don't get anything with it. They don't even no heat sinks either, which to me is nuts. Like, they run hot with a heat sink. Okay, so there's a little one on the back that goes over the RAM. And then you have the Broadcom chip. And then you have that. One's GPU, one's a CPU, I think. But they don't come with anything. Okay, so you see the frequently bought together. So the one I ordered is this. So you can't find an adapter for less than $9, but what I don't like is this. I don't want that. But I guess it's cool. What I really want then is a longer cord that will extend this. I don't want that hanging off the end of the thing on there. But so this looks really similar to the case that we already have on there. But it is different. You get a little breakout for the certain things. So on the bottom, they do that. So I decided to order that one. I don't really care for the design, but yeah. So here's the Pi 2.0. These are quad core. So the old, from my research, there's an old Pi 0. There's a Pi 0 W and a W2. These are quad core. They both have really crappy 512 RAM. They both have the mini USB or HDMI, which I think is basically what's on these also. These Model 4Bs, I think, would be what I'd be running with if I was going to do a regular installation of one of these for anything else. The chip's not even on the bottom no more. So, I don't know what the specs were on these, but I think the 4B is a lot better than the 3B Plus. So, this is the actual one that I ordered. It was $21. And we're going to do the ham clock on it. There's no reason to use this to do ham clock if I can use this to do other stuff. Because the only thing that I needed to do is just do ham clock. So we don't need a display on it. We don't need a GPIO. Unfortunately, they have not updated anything to like USB-C or anything, even though this is like the 2021 design. You would think they would have, but they didn't. So, but this one is quad core, and that's going to allow you to do a lot more. I mean, you can get a 2017 model for like what? $3? No, $2 less. And it only has a single core. Now, to me, that seems stupid. But you can't get it cheap with the pins on it. And one thing I did want to experiment with, because these are what you use in a hotspot. This is what's in. So I believe my hotspot has a W. a 2017 model. It might be even older. It might be the 2015. So these are they're not dual band, so they don't have 5G Wi-Fi, whatever you want to call it, 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. They don't have that. A lot of people do use these for printers. I mean, for the price, you can buy 2 or 3 of these. So you see here they have a lot of these kits. Anyway, so I'm trying to see if I can find. So $34 it costs to buy one with a kit, and it's not even the other one. $39 is like this one here. That's a 2W. They actually make a breakout board to turn the Pi Zero into a 3B plus, and it's this little L-shaped thing that goes on there. But I think, you know, if you really want to be super cheap, you could probably buy one of these and run the ham clock. But I don't know if I would do that for saving $2. And basically, you need a lot of these little stupid adapters. And so, sometimes, see, like, here's a 0WH, but it doesn't, it's not the quad core, so I didn't want that one. Here's another one. This is a 64 gig. Oh, yeah, they give you a card and everything. But here's a it's for a 4. Camera module. They also have a USB stick that you put the Pi Zero in. Mini computer. This is really cool if you ask me. Pretty cool stuff on the new Pi 5s. You get this one here is aluminum, $9. Like, wow, that's a pretty good deal. But they're a little bit more expensive on the older stuff for some reason. Try to see if I can find that breakout board. Here's one of these cables that you need. So if you order a kit, you'll usually get one of these cables. I don't see it right now. So see, here's power supply. It's a 2.5 amp. And the damn thing is $9 for just that. Here's another one, $9. Let's see. Let me look up the other one. We just go up to the top. Raspberry Pi. Okay. So if you buy a Pi with everything, it's going to be $34, $39. And you'd be silly to buy the one that didn't have the quad core. So those are all $39. If you get a better deal on the older ones, like $29. But realistically, for $8 or $9, you can actually get the kit with the pins and these adapters. So you're better to buy the Pi 02W for $21, right? Here's the old one for 21. Here's an old one for 26. Here's an old one for 24. $39 right here gets you everything. But like I said, you can get it for 21 plus $9, which is basically 30 bucks. This is $10 more. So let me get in here and find it. Okay, so this is the kit that goes onto it. It plugs it into it, and it piggybacks onto your board to make it a Pi 3B, and it's compatible with hats and all sorts of stuff. So that's very cool. But for the $23 and the $23 that you would spend to build this thing, I would buy the $44 Pi 3B Plus. This is cool, but you're not saving any money, and the performance is probably not on par. But still very cool option. It was, I think when Pis were hard to get, a lot of people were doing that. Here is a USB stick that allows you to mount your Pi to this USB thing. And I don't know if they showed like the entire thing. I thought that was like super cool. You could have a USB stick Pi. You could put an MMD VM hotspot on that damn thing. Plug it right into your computer. I guess. I don't know. Some batteries. A Pico. Or no, it's a Zero. Okay. I'm trying to find this kit that I ordered. Here's a display. Here's an orange Pi. Now, I like that these have double the RAM. But I don't know, can we use them? Do the header pins work with Pi stuff? And this says 33, but I've seen them for 21. Okay. I'm trying to find that kit, guys. Here's $21. Orange Pi. I'll put a link in the description to that. It's a quad core. It's Bluetooth 5.0. It's 1 gig of RAM. Not 512. Quad core Cortex A53. Same price, but don't know if it can be used because I don't know how easy it is to put Raspberry in or whatever you want to call it on there. And just run ham clock. Like, I want it to run simple. I don't want to make my life complicated. The performance I might gain on it is unlikely to really matter. So you can buy one of these, okay? You get a case, you get a USB breakout adapter, you get a USB adapter to full-size USB, you get the header pins, you'll have to solder them, big deal. You get the power cord but no power supply, which totally will be awesome, especially if it's got, you can not have that thing hanging off of there. This is $8, so you buy this and you buy the Pi Zero and you get all this stuff. I ordered a slightly different kit, but this was one I did consider. So you're gonna pay $5 for the pins alone. You're going to pay $5 alone for the pins. I'm not sure why I'm not finding the one I ordered. Very interesting. Okay, there it is right here. Alright. So they come in clear, black, and blue. And they're $8. And what you get is you get the heat sinks, which totally fucking need. Really, you do. I mean, you want it to last. So just a little tiny sandwich thing. And sure, I could 3D print it and all that, but Like, I'm getting all that, plus these other parts. So, the same thing that's in the other one, but I'm getting the heat sinks and the $5, $6 header pin. So, I ordered this blue one because it was basically get it tomorrow, and the other ones were not. I would have preferred the clear one, but whatever. So that's what I ordered. So when this stuff gets here, we'll be building ham clocks. So stay tuned for those videos.